So I suppose that there's a primer in order for this whole solo guitar concepts thing, because not everybody is as adept at playing it as those who have been attempting to do so for a while. So for those who are, new to this, or are suffering from the inability to get what the criteria are, let's try to focus in on a couple of things that might help you. Number one, I'm just going to talk for a second. This thing is pretty inconsequential right now. It kind of depends on what genre of music you're really trying to get into. If you're like me, you like every style of music pretty much, and want to learn the ins and outs of each. But in order to play this kind of style effectively, you really need to know at least the stereotypical, overly generalized rhythmic, harmonic, and melodic implications of any style that you're going to play. So for the purpose of today's demo, we'll do just, some swing stuff, because like the reggae thing that I put in the first installment, there's some sort of a degree of static motion in this that helps you to isolate things. In reggae, it's all against this offbeat guitar part. In swing, it's all against a quarter note pulse in the bass. You've got this walking bass line, and I'll give you a little quick demonstration of a walking bass line, say in a blues in G. 1, 2, 3. So what's going on there is just basically a quarter note pulse in the bass. And I'm of course adding some of my rhythmic, signature moves there, hitting on the offbeat, or hitting on the 2 and 4, to keep the backbeat kind of accented, as Tuck Andrus recommended that we all do. Yay, Tuck. But more importantly, what's happening there is I'm trying to play the bass in a very legato fashion, while the chords can vary, staccato, legato, whatever it is, but the bass line is... it's not important. Please remember that. Now, what that all means is if you're playing a bar 4/4 and you're playing quarter notes in the bass, that means there's 4 attacks per beat, and they're always in the same place. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right on it. 2, 3, 4. Ding, 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 ding. Again, overly generalizing for a second, the chordal parts in jazz would probably be, most easily put into eighth notes. So you've got 8 eighth notes per beat against those 4. So if you're playing a chord and you're playing the same 4 eighth notes, meaning like on the downbeats, it would sound like, that's just a G13 voicing. You can do it with any voicing. Whatever. If you're playing the offbeats, which is the ones that are staggered from the bass line, it will just sound like... Now, if you're going to play both the on and the off, all 8 of them, it would sound... Now, that, of course, just sounds like a straight-up shuffle. Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe you should like it, maybe you shouldn't. I'm not judging. But what I'm suggesting, and this is the exercise that we were talking about, it's all leading up to this, folks, is... you basically lay down this quarter note groove with just the G note, and you try to do 1 attack per measure. And this attack is going to be on an eighth note. So you're going to start off playing it on 1. I'll do each 4 times. I'll hit it on 1 for 4 bars. Then I'll hit it on the and of 1 for 4 bars. And I'll hit it on 2 for 4 bars, etc. I won't go much further than that because you guys get the gist. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, right? Moving to the and. To the 2. 1, 2. To the and of 2. So onward and onward we go. Once you've gotten that all down, you try to do 2 attacks. And you can pick where you want them. Let's just say we just do 1 and then and of 1. And that's it. So you get this. Or you could do 1 and the and of 2, which would be a Charleston rhythm, something like... Then, once you've gotten all these different 2 attack permutations, try to do 3 maybe. So let's just say we take that Charleston, we'll do 1, the and a 2, and then let's just say on 4. So we'll go... etc. And I think that will really help you guys see where the placement needs to be. Now, just to get rid of this whole static one note thing happening, let's just take it one step further, and this is where I'll end this particular lesson. We'll just take 1 chord, and we'll just make it a, you know what, we'll go to E because you guys love E. So, an E7 sharp 9 Hendrix chord, Purple Haze style. And what we're going to do is we're going to construct a quick little bass line to help us make it a little bit more propulsive. And we're going to go E, B, D, D sharp, E. So 7 on the A, 7 on the E, 5 and 6 and 7 on the A, and you're back at the top. Since it's a quarter note pattern, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? Now, we're going to play that same Charleston rhythm with this chord in mind, but while moving this bass line. So... Anyway, you guys get the point. What's going to end up happening is, once you've grooved out on it for a while, let me handy dandy metronome, take that, and that's our pulse. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you got it down with the metronome and it's grooving, and sorry, my eye is really itchy, so I'm going to continue to do that just because effect, other eye, symmetry. Okay, so once you've gotten it down and you can groove along with the metronome or a drum machine or a drummer that has good time, and you can really just lay it down and keep it in the pocket, that's when you can start trying to improvise a little bit. We'll get into that in the next installment because, well, YouTube will only let me record 10 minutes and I tend to talk and yammer a lot. So, having said that, enjoy. I hope that this helps, and please feel free to post any kind of questions, comments, or responses you may have. Peace.